Okay. Welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. Um, there are prayers on my screen. You can chant with me. Om Jnanatimirandasya
Krishna Jnananjana Salakaya
Chakshurunmilitam
Chakshurunmilitam
Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave
Tasmai
Namaha
Shri
Shri Chaitanya
Sri Chaitanya
Manobhishtam
Manobhishtam
Sthapitam Yena Bhutale
Sthapitam
Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati
Padamayam Tadati
Padatsav
Sat
Padantikam
Padantikam
Vande Aham Shri Guru
Vindeham
Shri Uttapadakamalaṁ Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsa हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुति देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome everyone to corporate Bhagavad Gita. We uh, we were reading to introduction only. Just let me just check where we were. Completely surrender. Yeah, we were here. Yeah, among all the yogis, one who does bhajante to Krishna, that is the best one according to Krishna. Okay, we will continue from here. Can anyone volunteer to read?
Yes, Prabhu. Can I read, Prabhu?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Uh, we
Go ahead.
work we work not with our body, actually, but with our mind and intelligence. So if the intelligence and the mind are always engaged in the thought of Supreme Lord, then naturally the senses are also engaged in His service. Superficially, at least the activities of the senses remain the same, but the consciousness is changed. The Bhagavad Gita teaches one how to absorb the mind and intelligence in the thought of the Lord. Such absorption will enable one to transfer himself to the kingdom of the Lord. If the mind is engaged in Krishna's service, then the senses are automatically engaged in his service. This is the art, and this is also the secret of Bhagavad Gita. Total absorption in the thought of Sri Krishna.
Yes. See, we know that where our mind is, we are attentive, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So we may be sitting in a class, we may be sitting in a crowd, but we are where our mind is. So Krishna says, engage your mind in thinking about me. And that is the secret of Bhagavad Gita. So, the ninth chapter, which is called Raj Guhyam, Raj Vidya, Raj, the king of all knowledge. There are certain things that Krishna says. He says, engage your mind always in thinking about of me. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Engage your mind in my bhakti. So he's very clearly saying that this is the secret. This is the knowledge. And there are many other places he says in The thoughts of my pure devotees always dwell in me. Their lives are full of fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. When we talk about some person, is when our mind is very attached to that person, right?
Yes,
We
bro.
cannot talk about anybody without our mind being there. So Krishna says, my devotees, my bhaktas, they always talk about me, and to them I give the understanding by which they can come to me. I show them special mercy dwelling in their hearts as Paramatma destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. And in this particular chapter, Krishna says, I am the mind. Of all the senses, I am the mind. Mind is the most difficult sense, right?
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, mind is the most difficult. Even Arjuna says, with my two hands, I can stop the wind using some mantras, using some powers. But my mind, I cannot stop. So Krishna says, you have to do abhyasa. Abhyasa yogena. So with the abhyas, yoga abhyas, then you will be able to control your mind. And we have to fix it on Krishna. So this manmana madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vashyasya konte. In the 12th chapter also he says two things he says. Those whose minds are no, huh. Those who worship me, giving up all activities onto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engage in devotion, always meditating upon me, having their mind fixed on me. Many places Krishna is saying, keep, fix your mind upon me. I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Moksha Pradayata. Just fix your mind upon me. Engage all your intelligence in me. You will live with me. Now, suppose we are not able to do. So then he says, if you are not able to fix your mind upon me without deviation, there will be some deviation. Sometimes we keep fix our mind on Krishna, sometimes we are not able to. Then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. So we have to do sadhana bhakti. Every day, certain number of chanting, uh, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, association of devotees, eating prasadam, all these things regularly, if we do, then we will develop a desire to attain Krishna. So this is the secret. And in the 18th chapter also, he repeats the same verse. The same verse. Think about me. 65. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. See, same verse is using, ninth verse is repeating. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mama vaishyasik satyam te pratijani priyosi me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your homages to me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you, because you are my very dear friend. So here the word mana, mana. We can think about Krishna only when our mind is fixed on someone. If you have a small child and that child is sick, let's say the child is sick. Even while you are working, you will be thinking about your child, right? Oh, he's sick. What will happen? Did he go to doctor? What did the doctor say? Did his fever reduce? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, bro.
Yeah. So our work is actually with our mind and intelligence, not with the physical one. The physical one is there, but more important, the mind and intelligence is more important. So yeah, the art of Bhagavad Gita secret is total absorption in thought of Krishna. Okay, continue. Modern man.
Yeah. Modern man has struggled very hard to reach the moon, but he has not tried very hard to elevate himself spiritually. If one has 50 years of life ahead of him, he should engage that brief time in cultivating this practice of remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This practice is the devotional process. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. These nine processes, of which the easiest is Shravanam, hearing the Bhagavad Gita from the realized person. Prabhu, can you please scroll down?
Just, yeah, sorry. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. We will go to this verse.
Okay.
Yeah, you can read this translation.
Uh, Prahalad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name form qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, mind, and words. These nine processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One as the one who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these nine methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, come back here. Hmm. Read this. These nine
These
processes.
nine processes, of which the easiest is Shravanam, hearing the Bhagavad Gita from the realized person, will turn one to the thought of Supreme Being. This will lead to remembering the Supreme Lord and will enable one, upon leaving the body, to attain a spiritual body which is just fit for association with the Supreme Lord. The Lord further says, Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa Nanya Gamina Paramam Purusham Divyam Yati Partanu Chintyan. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path. He who Arjuna is sure to reach me. This is. Shall I continue, Prabhu?
1 minute, 1 minute. So another verse Prabhupada here writes is that, yeah, same thing, we discussed. So this is another verse which says that if we meditate on Krishna, then Krishna is guaranteeing that we will reach him. There's another verse, 8th chapter. We looked at other verses, but Prabhupada is giving this verse.
Okay.
So how we have to meditate? Okay, that's another thing. Paramam Purusham Divyam. We have to meditate on Krishna as the Paramam, Supreme, Purushaha, personality, transcendental. Divyam is transcendental. So we have to remember, meditate that He is the Supreme Lord. In this way, we will reach Him. Okay. Okay.
This is
Continue.
not. Yeah,
Hmm.
this is not a very difficult process. However, one must learn it from an experienced person. Tad vijnanartham sa gurum gu- evabi gachet. One must approach a person who is already in the practice. The mind is always flying to this and that, but one must practice concentrating the mind always on the form of Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, or on the sound of his name. The mind is naturally restless, going hither uh, and thither, but it can rest in the sound vibration of Krishna. One must thus meditate on Paramam Purusham, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the spiritual kingdom, the spiritual sky, and thus attain Him. The ways and the means for ultimate realization, ultimate attainment are stated in the Bhagavad Gita. and the doors of this knowledge are open for everyone. No one is barred out. All classes of men can approach Lord Krishna by thinking of him. For hearing and thinking of him are possible for everyone.
One minute. Paramam Purusham. Yeah, same thing Prabhupada explained here. Okay, the Lord further says, hmm, you can try.
Manhi Partha
Vyapashritya
Vyapashritya Epi Sva
Suyaha Pap Yoniho
Papayonaya
Striyos
Shrito
Vaishyas Tatha Shudras Te Api
Tepi
Yanti Param Gatim.
Paramam Gatim.
Kim Puna Brahmanah Punya
Brahmana Punya
Bhakta
Bhakta
Rajarshreya
Rajasraya
Raj Rishiyas Tatha Anityam Asukham
Nityam
Lokam
Sukam
Imam
Lokam
Prapya
Mam Bhaktim Bhajas.
Bhajasvamam. It's a very interesting verse. You can continue.
Thus the Lord says that even a merchant, a fallen woman, or a laborer, or even human beings in the lowest status of life can attain the supreme. One does not need highly developed intelligence. The point is that anyone who accepts the principle of Bhakti Yoga and accepts the Supreme Lord as the summum bonum of life, uh, as the highest target, the ultimate goal, can approach the Lord in the spiritual sky. If one adopts the principle enunciated in Bhagavad Gita, he can make his life perfect and make a permanent solution to all the problems of life. This is the sum and substance of the entire Bhagavad Gita. In conclusion, Bhagavad Gita is a transcendental literature which one should read very carefully. Gita Sastram idam punya ya pate prayatha pumam. If one properly follows the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, one can be freed from all miseries and anxieties of life. Bhaktya Sokadi Varchita, one will be freed from all fears in this life, and one's next life will be spiritual.
Hmm. So, in this ninth chapter, na, Krishna says something. He says, Striyo Vaishyas Tata Shudras and Papa Yoniho. Those who are born in Pap Yoni also, in animals and Rakshasas and Yakshas, whatever. Or those who are Striyo, Stri, Vaishya, Shudra. Generally, these are not so much interested in moksha. They are interested in material life. Pap Yoniho, these are also not interested in spiritual life. But they can also take my shelter, ashritya. They can also take my shraddha, mama ashritya, through this devotional service. Then what to speak of the brahmanas who are already punya and those who are devotees who are Raj Rishi. Raj Rishi means like Arjuna, Yudhishthir Maharaj, um, Raj Rishi. So, Anityam Asukham Lokam Imam Prapta Bhavasya. So, those who do Bhajasvamam, devotees of me, Anityam Asukham Lokam. We don't live in this world. We'll go back home, back to God. Like that. This world is Anitya. It is Asukham. Anitya means it is not eternal. It is not Sukham. Asukham means it is like, a lot of problems are here. No Sukh. Imam Prapya Bhajasvama. Um, so the point is that anyone who accepts the principle of Bhakti Yoga accepts the Supreme Lord as the summum bonum of life. This is a particular word in English. Let's just look at English. Summum bonum means the highest good, especially the ultimate goal according to which values and priorities are established in ethical system. It's a very ancient word, summum bonum. It's a Latin expression and all that. So anyway, it's like the ultimate thing. If we understand Krishna to be the ultimate thing of life and we approach him, then we will go to the spiritual sky. There is no doubt in it. We will leave this world. Nitya nitya sukham lokam. We'll just go to this verse. Maybe 33. How much more is so of the righteous Brahmanas, the devotees, and the saintly kings? Therefore, having come to this material, temporary, miserable world, engage in devotional service unto me. So we have come to this world, it's temporary, miserable, but when we engage in devotional service to Krishna, then we will definitely go back home, back to God. Whether we are, Papa Yoni ho, born in Pap Yonis, terrible Yonis, or we may be Stri, Vaishya, Shudra. Technically, these are not so much interested in liberation. Okay, they are after money, they are after comfort, they are after some work and food and like that. Not so much interested in material life. Sorry, spiritual life. They also can get param gatim. They can get the topmost. Then what to speak of those who are really interested? The Brahmanas who are Punyas, the Raj Rishis, the kings, the Bhaktas. Raj Rishiya, the saintly kings. Rishi. He's a Raja also, Rishi also. These are very interesting verses, these are. Bhaya Shoka Varjitaha. Varjit means to, it's removed. So what is removed? Bhaya and Shoka. Fear. Fear is removed. Shoka is lamentation is removed in this devotional service. So in this Gita Mahatmya, this verse has come. So in the first Gita Mahatmya, this verse is there. Bhaya Shoka Varjitaha, meaning these things, fear and lamentation, they won't be there if one approaches Bhagavad Gita and reads it very carefully, applies it in his own life. He can overcome all these things, fear, shoka, he can overcome. The next verse in Gita Mahatmya 2, Gita Dhyanyaha, Gita Dhyana, Gita Dhyana Shilasya, Pranayam Parasya cha, Naiva Shanti hi Papani, Purva Janma Kritani cha. Purva Janma Kritani cha. All Papani, all the papas which are there from which we have done, Kritani in Purva Janma. Naiva Santi hi. Naiva means no. They won't act on us. If we read Bhagavad Gita carefully and with all seriousness. Hmm? If we read Bhagavad Gita very sincerely with all seriousness, then the Purva Papa Janma, Purva Pap won't be applied on us. And Krishna confirms this in 18.66. You want to read this verse? Sarva Dharmam Partyachya.
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sarva dharmam parityajya mam ekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha shyami masuchaha.
Go ahead, read.
Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. Thus, the Lord takes all responsibilities for one who surrenders unto him, and he indefi- in-
Indemnifies.
indemnifies such a person against all reactions of sins. Mala
Indemnifies means compensate, secure against legal liability. Basically, insure, protect. Okay, he protects persons who have done great sins also, those who surrender to him. Yeah, read.
Mala nirmochana nam
Pumsa.
pumsham jala snanam
Dine dine.
dine dine sarkad
Gita
Gita
Amrita
Amrita
Snanam.
Amrita Snanam Samsara
Samsara
Mala
Malanashanam.
Nashanam. One may cleanse himself daily by taking bath in water. But if one takes bath even once in sacred Ganga's water of Bhagavad Gita, for him that of material life is altogether vanished. Gita Mahachya 3. Gita
Veda Mahatmya 3.
Mahatma 3. Yeah?
Hmm. So, we take bath to cleanse ourselves. But how to cleanse our heart? Hmm? That is through Bhagavad Gita. And if we do it even once, then a lot of dirts of our material life are vanquished. Bath we have to do every day. But even one bath in Bhagavad Gita is enough. Go ahead. Gita, Sugita,
Gita
Kartavya.
Gita Sugita Kartavya Kim Anye Shastra Visha Vistaraha
Vistare. Hmm.
Yasvayam
Ya Soyam Padmanabhasya
Padmanabhasya Mukha Padma
Padman
Vinashrita
Yeah, Vinashrita. Vinashrita.
Vinashrita Vinashrita
Vinashrita. Okay. Go ahead.
because
Hmm.
because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Supreme Personality of Godhead, one need not read any other Vedic literature. One needs only attentive one needs only attentively and regularly hear and read Bhagavad Gita. In the present age, people are so absorbed in mundane activities that it is not possible for them to read all the Vedic literatures. But this is not necessary. This one book, Bhagavad Gita, will suffice because it is essence of all Vedic literatures, and especially because it is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yeah.
Gita Mahachya 4.
Yeah. So this is the glory of Bhagavad Gita. Is the essence of all knowledge. If all knowledge is tried to be led, we may not get this essence. But if we read Bhagavad Gita, we'll get the essence. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. As it is said, uh,
Bharata
uh,
Amrita Sarvaswam
Bharata Amrita Sarvaswam, Vishnu
Vaktrada
Vakrada
Vinishritam
Vinishitam, Gita
Gangodakam Pitva
Gita Gangotam Pitva Punarjanma
Punarjanmana
Na
Vidyate.
Vidyate. One who drinks the water of Ganges attains salvation. So, what to speak of one who drink the nectar of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the essential nectar of Mahabharata and is spoken by Lord Krishna himself, the original Vishnu. Gita Mahachya 5. Bhagavad Gita comes from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Ganges is said to emanate from the lotus feet of the Lord. Of course, there is no difference between the mouth and the feet of Supreme Lord, but from the impersonal study, we can appreciate that Bhagavad Gita is even more important than water of Ganges. Sarvo Panishadagava.
Now, so one minute. Ganga is the water that washed the feet of Krishna. Actually, Vamandev. When Vamandev grew, he pierced the river, I guess Viraj, and through that Ganga came. So it is Charnamrit. Okay? If we drink that, we will get salvation, moksha. Now, that washed the feet of Krishna or Vamandev. Now, what came out of from the mouth of Krishna? Bhagavad Gita. If we hear it and study it, then we can imagine the benefit of it, the great benefit of it, like punar janmana vidyate. Next life you won't have in this world.
But most of the people, if we distribute, na Prabhuji, they will reluctant to take. Free also, they are not ready to accept.
It's okay, it's okay. We have to try our best. See, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, who won't take, So he says this, but in book distribution, we take a risk. But there are certain people who won't take. That is there. I'll just show you. Yeah. This confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere or devoted or engaged in devotional service. Nor
What is the
one.
sloka number, Prabhuji? This one?
This is 18.67.
18.67. Okay.
Yeah. And nor one who is envious of me.
Envious of me, even we are envious, no, Prabhuji, of Krishna.
What?
Even we are envious of Krishna, right?
No, we are
Because
controlling
of,
our enviousness to Krishna. We are controlling.
okay.
When we do sadhana bhakti, enviousness is getting controlled. It will slowly come out, but we will control it. And we are chanting the holy name, so it will remove it. We are hearing about
Okay.
Krishna. Then our enviousness will reduce.
Okay.
So this is the part that is happening with us. Okay. Going back. Of course, there is no difference. Now, this is the point. Of course, there is no difference between mouth and feet. But from an
Okay.
impartial study, we can appreciate Bhagavad Gita is even more than the water of Ganga. Hmm? This is another very great verse. Sarva Upanidisha Gavo. I will read this. Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dogda Gopala Nandana Partho Vatsa Sudhira Bhokta Dugdam Gitamrita Mahat.
Dugdha
Now,
means milk, right, Prabhuji? Dugdham. Dugdham is milk.
Dugda, yeah, I think, yeah. Sarva Upanishad Gavo. So, Upanishads, 108 Upanishads are there. So, what is this considered is like the Vedas are like the cow, or it says the Upanishads are like the cow, and the cow doesn't give milk. It will only give milk if its own child comes in front of it. Okay, so if you carefully watch the the Gwala, he brings the child near, and then only the milk comes. Okay, and then only he can pull the milk out. So our Gopal is there, he is giving this milk, Bhagavad Gita milk. But who is the calf? Partha Vatsaha. Arjuna is the calf. Arjuna has come asking, give me milk. Then the Vedas, which is like a cow, is giving. And that's the point. The Gopala, our Krishna, is taking out, milking the cow. So Arjuna is just like a calf. The learned scholars, pure devotees are, all these are calves. They are ready to drink the nectarian milk of Bhagavad Gita. Another great verse. Eka Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Eka Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Eka Mantra Tasya Namani Yani. Karma api Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. Ekam means one. Let there be only one Shastra. Which one? Devaki Putra Gitam. What Gita Krishna spoke, who is son of Devaki, which is Bhagavad Gita. Eka Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Let there be only one Deva, Krishna. Let there be only one mantra, his holy name. And all our karma be put into his service. Yeah, someone read this in this present day.
Yes,
I
Prabhuji.
can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah.
In this present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, and one occupation. Therefore, Ekam Sastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Let there be one scripture only, one common scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Let there be one God for the whole world, Sri Krishna. Eko Mantras Tasya Namami. And one hymn, one mantra, one prayer. The chanting of his name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. And let there be one work only, the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The disciplic succession.
Yeah.
Evam,
No,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
wait, wait. So let there be only one Deva mantra. Let our whole service be unto Krishna. So this is there in Gita Mahatmya. Hmm? Any question on this? Let there be only one Deva. So many Devas are there, no? Let there only be one Deva.
Again, can you explain, Babaji, all this?
Ha ha ha.
Can you explain me again this?
Oh, okay, okay. See, Gita Mahatmya is saying, let there be only one Shastra. If you have to read one Shastra, then this Bhagavad Gita should be read, and studied and applied in our life. Let there be only one Deva whom we should worship, and all our services to him. That is Krishna.
But most
Let's
people, even Bhagavad Gita, if we try to distribute, they will tell, I have Gita Press, Bhagavad Gita, I will read that only. Mm,
yeah,
they
yeah,
will tell.
agreed. Yeah, let them read Bhagavad Gita from Gita Press, no problem. Let's not argue over it. Okay, if they have it, then it's okay. Those who don't have it, there are so many people who don't have it. We should go over there. Hmm?
Okay, Babaji.
Yeah, there's no need to be so much narrow minded. We should appreciate that at least they are reading Bhagavad Gita. Hmm? There are Sri Sampradaya, they are reading Bhagavad Gita with the commentary of Ramanujarya. We should appreciate that. In Udupi, they are reading the commentary of Madhvacharya on Bhagavad Gita. And somewhere else, they are reading Bhagavad Gita commentary on someone else, like in Gita Press, it would be someone else. We should appreciate all of this. Hmm?
Okay, Babaji.
Yeah. Okay. The last thing, evam parampara praptim imam rajarsho viduhu. So Bhagavad Gita 4.2, Krishna says that this knowledge comes through parampara, and he starts the parampara. When it is broken, he comes and he starts the parampara. Okay. So this is the parampara line of the Bhagavad Gita that we are reading. So from Krishna, he spoke to Brahma. Tene adi hridaye kavaye. So that's why it's called Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Brahma told it to Narada, Narada told it to Vyasadev, Madhvacharya from Udupi, Karnataka. He went to the Himalayas, and Vyasadev is still there. Badrinath, I think, higher Badrinath. And from him, he learned the knowledge. So that's why he could start the parampara. So it's Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And it goes like this. All the Acharya names are there. In between, there is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Madhavendra Puri, Ishvara Puri, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is from Gaudiya Desh. Gaudiya Desh is the Bengali region. So that's why this sampradaya is called Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So this is the Gaudiya Sampradaya. And like this, it comes to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. And then this disciplic section will continue through his disciples. It will take many branches also. So this knowledge comes through parampara. That's why we are able to perfect ourselves, because this is true knowledge. Get it? Yeah. Any question or comment on this or any topic?
Prabhuji, you mentioned, I mean, in the discussion and several other times also, the mind and the intelligence.
Hmm.
So, Prabhuji, like, what is the difference? Like, they are like together always, or
They
one
are very
follows
near to
others?
each other. That is there. They are very near to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mind stores all the impressions that we have in our life and previous impressions from our previous life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Prabhuji.
Intelligence, it gives all the inputs to the intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. And the soul, he uses the intelligence to decide what to do.
What to do?
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So mind, there's a very famous explanation on this. Body. Very famous explanation. So let's look at this. Not a big one. Yeah, this is giving a little bit more importance. But yes, if you look at this, the horses are like this. It's compared to the horse chariot. The horses are like the senses, and the mind is like the reins. So horses, they see, touch, smell, they pass that information to mind, and the mind tells, oh, I'm experiencing some there is something very sweet in front of me, there is something very beautiful in front of me, there is something beautiful music is coming, and it's telling the intelligence, here, what to do, it's very beautiful, it's tasteful. Then the intelligence tells to the passenger, what to do, tell me, do you want to taste it? And the passenger says yes or no.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
how the the passenger experiences certain things.
Okay.
Hmm? So so if the intelligence is fed by Bhagavad Gita knowledge, Bhagavatam knowledge, wisdom, then he'll become strong. And without even asking the passenger, he will decide over there whether to take this input or not. Right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah. So knowledge. Any other question?
Your intelligence is, I didn't understand, Roger. Intelligence is passenger or,
No, no. Intelligence is the driver.
oh, intelligence is a driver. Okay.
Yeah. Passenger is the soul, the Atma.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
this
Clear.
this this one helps to understand. These are five senses. This is the mind. The ropes are the mind. The intelligence is the driver. The soul is the passenger.
Here, where is Paramatma Prabhuji in this picture?
Yeah, Paramatma is not shown, but it is also with the soul.
Okay.
It is also with the soul. So he's looking at he's the witness of all these things.
Okay.
Hmm? He's the witness of all these things. Another picture to show is with everyone. Um, Here, there is Paramatma. The soul is there, and he's driving the intelligence, everything, mind, everything is there. Software, hardware. So through the senses, he sees gulab jamun. Okay, I see gulab jamun. The mind says, ah, it is very sweet. Do you want to taste it? Do you want it? Do you want it?
One more question, Prabhuji. Here,
Hmm.
uh, I forgot again. 1 minute. Here, what is the software? Software is in the
The
mind,
mind,
or
yes. Software you can compare as the mind.
but some
No, it's just
even
an example, okay? It's just an analogy. It is not like we have to take it literally. It is because we are today developing so much software. It is there, na, in the system, in the mobile, but do we see it? So mind is like that.
okay.
Hmm. It is just to help us understand how the workings of the Atma with the body happens. Mind is a
I
subtle.
heard if
Hmm.
mind itself is not working, in some cases, some of the sensory organs will still work
Mind is
in some
not
of.
working means what?
That means those who go to coma,
Okay,
they can
those who go
even
to
move the
coma,
hand.
no, they don't use their senses now. They're just lying there.
In movies, they will show if a person is in coma for some so many years, and after that,
Person in coma doesn't it doesn't have control over its senses.
even some senses will move, like hand, legs,
Not hand, but
sometimes.
they may open their eyes, but they'll close it, and they'll be in a sleeping state.
Even that happens. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. I don't know about hands and all that. That is, I've not heard about it. Sometimes movie exaggerates also coma and all that. But if you ask a doctor and all, they will say that at least sometimes the eyes get open. They look here and there, and they again close the eyes, gone.
Okay.
Hmm. Oh, okay. So, no, any more questions? Any more questions?
Same thing. Can you explain next week also, Prabhuji? This all the slokas what we discussed today, or give some references of this sloka in the chart, Prabhuji.
What? Which slokas? This Gita Mahatma?
Yeah, yeah. It is good.
Okay, let's see. My plan is to read Yamunacharya's summary of Bhagavad Gita. My plan is that we will have that discussions. Okay, he also summarizes Bhagavad Gita very nicely. So plan is to do that. We will keep discussing these shlokas, Gita Mahatmya thing. Hmm?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhu,
Yes.
I just want to understand. Okay, there are four different Vaishnava sampradayas, right?
No, no. At present, there are four different Vaishnava sampradayas,
Mm-hmm.
but previously there were many Vaishnava sampradayas. At present, they are still there.
Okay.
Hmm. But previously, in Krishna's time, like Arjuna and all that.
Okay. Prabhu, Yamunacharya belongs to which sampradaya, Prabhu? It- is it like
Yamunacharya
Brahma?
is the Ramanujacharya sampradaya.
Okay.
He was guru of Yamunacharya.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu. So we are going to read Bhagavad Gita from
Yeah, Ramanujacharya, and
Ramanujacharya
focus on
scriptures.
the summary given by Yamunacharya.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hmm? Okay. Okay. Any more question? Okay. So no question. Then